Welcome in, everybody. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's transpiring in the market so far. First, XRP remains under that very critical uptrend at about the 633 level. It's probably up to about the 636 level now in that rising uptrend, which we need to get back over that in the immediate short term to start pushing the short-term bearishness and flip it over to, a reversal pattern here. But until we start breaking up and out, we first need to get over 633. Then we need to get over 641, ultimately to push to 68 cents to invalidate the death cross in the 4-hourly and get back above the bull flag that we broke down that used to be a support and now has been being used as a resistance the last time it went up there. And right now we're actively using that 633 area as a resistance. If that is confirmed and we lose the 60-cent demand zone, between 60 and 63 cents, I consider that a very strong demand or supply zone. If we lose that, it should finish off at about a drop to about the 587 level, back down to the bottom of the broadening wedge, as the US dollar currency index is right around 103.06. So it's come down some, but we need to see if it's going to hold the 102.80 or if it's going to use that as a support and push up to the next level. So we have a lot of stuff to watch this morning. We're going to get into the deep dive in the XRP technical analysis. We will stay focused on XRP. And as the morning goes on into the afternoon, we'll get into H-bar and some of the other ones as H-bars continue to move up to our next resistance. So watch that closely. We'll be doing an update on that later this morning. But make sure you hit that like button if you appreciate this update, as it will greatly help push me through the analytics. And it will greatly help me push my content. And also hit that subscribe button if you appreciate my work. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. So remember, everybody, positivity over negativity. It's our job to start the days with positivity over negativity. So if we start off on that foot, our emotions will not dictate what we think is going to happen on the perception and reality of the charts with XRP and crypto alike. But if we have the information, we can't play the victim. If we don't play the victim, we can get all the information necessary. We play the winner, and we're a very inclusive environment here. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you appreciate my work. And stick around until after the intro. Good morning, 8:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, August 15th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we've got XRP still below that very critical resistance of 633, down 1.29%. So if we get right into this chart, because we're focused on XRP this morning, we talked about if we get rejected here, and we talked about yesterday, about how we were forming these long leg dojis here, which is a very indecisive pattern move. It's dictated by the next candle, and that was a very bearish candle. And now we're continuing to push down. We can stop down here at 613 possibly. We have a swing low down here in this formation at 622. So watch these areas closely. But to me, if we continue to lose this and we lose the supply zone or demand zone at 60 cents at worst, we know we're coming down here. And I think we got to come down to the bottom of the broadening wedge. But I also know if we can hold this 613 level in here, this could end up being a big area for a bullish bounce here, as what could be happening is it's being used as an accumulation area, and the bulls will not buy when it hits towards the 64 to 68 cents, but they will buy when it's around the 60 cent level. So that could be why we've had a bounce multiple times around this area, but we have to see how this plays out. It's looking very bearish here in the shorter time frames. We're not able to come back up in any of the shorter time frames. Even in the 4-hourly, we got a harsh rejection here as well this morning. In the daily time frame, we're on long leg doji here, and this is 2 in a row. This is very, very indecisive. This is a indecisive pattern move. That's a long leg doji, so it's very, very influential by the next candle. As you can see, this one turned into another long leg doji, so we're looking for a real confirmation of a breakdown or a break up. But right now we're looking overly bearish here in the formation. So we're trying to get back up into the rising channel, as it looks like, or a up channel. But we've been rejected here multiple times. So what I'm looking at this morning is we'll bring it into the 30-minute. We need to get back above here at first level, but it continues to reject us as we go down. And I'm looking for a volatile spike one way or the other. But most likely, if this continues on, I'm still looking for that targeted move down here around the 58.7, 58.5. The only other way to reverse this is if we get on top of this 633 area, which now if you push it out here, it's going to push you around the 641. So 637, then ultimately hold the 641 and try to push this bullish. Otherwise, we've taken over a bearish bias in the crypto market, and XRP would be on a down leg down here. We won't know anything until we continue breaking down. And the weekly, we still look good. We're still on that weekly cup and handle. We have the golden cross. So as long as we hold this area, we're fine. This actually suggests us coming down to around the 558, which is closer to the pattern double top. But as it is, it looks like as long as we hold this area, we'll be able to bounce out of here. So if you look at it on the weekly time frame, we still look fine. It's just we're still correcting, and there's nothing wrong with correction. We're just trying to see where that liquidity comes from. And right now we're being shown that we're bearish in this area a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. And if we want to prove that we're not bearish, we need to get over this uptrending support that was formed. It's now a resistance, but it was formed down here at the swing low of 597. You came into this formation, which looks like a bear flag that's being overextended now. It hit this support twice, 3 times, tried to have a fake out up, which got rejected. Came through, rejected at the uptrend, rejected a second time, and a third, actually 4 or 5 times at the uptrend in the 2 hourly. And now if we continue to move down, this will be a volatile spike down. And that would get us to about the 585. But remember, you can't even get down there unless you break the supplier demand zone, which ends at around 60 cents in my opinion. So this very well could maintain a consolidation. So yes, you could go up or you could go down, but it's a lot more than just that. If you pay attention to the formations that are forming, I made this during the live a couple days ago as it was happening in real time, this second area of this uptrend. And now we have to see, is it going to catapult us up, or are we going to come down for another liquidity grab? There's nothing wrong with further liquidity on a correction. But as I go on through the day, I will be doing some analysis away from the charts, where I'll be sharing these details in a more intimate setting, which is not on the charts, but more with me reading and with us validating what we're seeing here through other sources. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this, make sure you hit that like button. If you appreciate my work, consider subscribing. If you want to put that extra foot forward, join Tom's Army. It's really a way to pay it forward. I don't do any paid advertising, paid promotion, or paid sponsorships of any kind. I don't hide behind a paywall. So I really depend on the community to pay it forward. And if you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, video description below and or pinned comments. We have FEMX, lowest spot maker fee in the market. And you can futures trade up to 250x. So if you're interested in futures trading, that's also an option. So be cautious when you do it. Make sure you use positivity over negativity. Make sure that you're being that helpful hand, not the sinister one. Make sure you're not playing the victim and you're playing the winner, because here we're a very loving community. We're very open and honest, but we are very helpful.